nomine Patri et Filii Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Okay, America, I've got a topic that is really, really boring, but it's also really, really important, especially if you're a conservative, especially if you pay taxes. This is going to be really important to you. But before I get into the specifics of this certain healthcare scam, where this thing is taking place, more importantly, who brought this monstrosity, this defect into reality, let me tell you a few things about it. CNN touts this reform as, quote, a model for national health care reform. And yes, I will be putting the link to all these things that I reference. I'll be putting the links up so you can check them out for yourself. But anyways, besides CNN saying this is a model for national health care reform, I also want to let you know, for this scam that's already in place, if you have more than 10 employees, you're an employer, you own a small business, check this out. Say, for example, you open a restaurant and can't provide health coverage. If the chef's spouse or child is rushed to the hospital and can't pay because they don't have insurance, you, the employer, are responsible for up to 100% of the costs of that medical care. There is no cap on your obligation. Once the costs reach $50,000, the state will start billing you. And and they will fine you $50,000 a week for every week that you are late in filling out the paperwork on your uncovered employees. Section 44. Wow. These provisions are onerous enough to motivate the owners of small businesses to limit their full-time workforce to 10 people, or even to lay off employees. Yeesh! What kind of healthcare system is that? Oh, I know what kind of healthcare system it is. Read on. What else is surprising about this new law? What else is there surprising about it? Get ready for this. Union shops are exempt. Section 32. Wow, imagine that. Oh, but there's more. Under this mandated health law, say you decide, I don't want it. Okay, that's cool. I don't want to have a certain health care. If you make under $15,324, which is 150% of the federal poverty level, there is no monthly or annual penalty. You don't got to. But if you make over 300% of the federal poverty level, which is roughly $10,000 a year, if you make over 300% and are ages 18 to 24, and you choose not to be part and parcel to this, you don't want it, you have to pay a monthly penalty of $54 or an annual penalty of $672. Okay, well, 300% of the federal poverty level, that's only about $30,000 a year. So, you make over $30,000 a year, you pay $56 a month not to be forced into this, which by constitutional. By law, you have to buy this. It's against the law, gang. But anyways, let's say you make over 300% of the federal poverty level and you're 27 years of age or greater. You're a fairly young individual. You make more than $30,000 a year, which is most of you. And you decide, if you live in this particular state, I don't want to be part of this. Well, you have to pay $76 a month, or annually $912. So let's say I'm a relatively young man, 30 years old. I make more than $30,000 a year. I don't want to pay this. Okay, $76 a month. Okay, fine. I'll pay the fine. But then I get sick. I have no health insurance. But now I'm sick. Well, because this state has a provision for no pre-existing conditions, you can't turn me away. You got to pay for my medical. Okay, good. I'm now signed up. The state is going to pay all my medical bills. Once I'm all better, guess what? I drop out. And guess who gets screwed with the cost of my health care? That's right, you, the taxpayer. Boy, what kind of scam is this? But let me go on here. In this particular state, spend 27% more on healthcare services per capita than the national average. Oh, by the way, did I mention this certain healthcare scheme is going broke? The costs are going through the roof. Okay, with all that said, guess what state this is taking place in? Guess what name this is going under? Well, first of all, I kind of fibbed. Technically, this isn't a state. It's a commonwealth. It's the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And the name of the care scheme? It's called Romney Care. That's right. The same guy that everyone is going on and on, they're wetting their pants over. Ooh, he's the Republican frontrunner for president in 2012. Mr. Talk out of both sides of his mouth. Mr. I'm pro-life. But if he's talking in front of a bunch of pro-abortion people, then he's in favor of a woman's right to choose. And he's also in favor of supporting the Second Amendment. But if he's in front of a bunch of liberal weenies, they have limits and safeguards against gun ownership. But he's also the same guy who is, I favor pro-family. I want to protect the institution of marriage. But if he's in front of a bunch of rump rangers, then it's, I favor homosexual civil unions. Boy, would this guy make up his mind as to what he's in favor of and what he's against? Boy, talk sides of your mouth. That is Mitt Romney for you. People, do not be lied to. Don't be fooled by this guy. This is exactly what the Tea Party stands against. But when's the next Tea Party taking place where I live? Because me and my flag are going to be there. This Mitt Romney is a fraud. Do not buy off on it, gang. Anyways, with that said, good night, good luck, and may God bless.
Fight the good fight, everybody!